How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to more WizardChess. I am going to go play around in the arcade mode. I will just take whatever random party it assigns me. I'm going to do the timer mode because I do feel like I got a little better at managing things in the timer mode. So I want to play around with that and have that, show that off a little bit. And then I'll probably try the move mode and just see that in action. So the name of the game is Decisiveness. You just gotta start making moves, and I think you have to push the ante up pretty quickly, because the ante both raises the Vim earned and it makes everything more difficult. But the extra Vim is like how you make the shop worthwhile. I could try and push one more to earn a couple Vim to try and take it to the shop. Like there's things I could try and do here, but I think if you just take the ante right out of the gate, then you either survive it or you don't, and then you can kind of start pushing things further from there. So I'm going to move the Bard literally just to open up the Rogue. And sure, he'll sink in the mud there, but I'm pretty okay with that. It's not like that Cactus can do a lot by itself right now there anyways. Oh, he's just adding more. I guess I could try and use the Hunter on this thing for the added Vim. That's probably not a bad idea. I know that I'll be killing it soon enough. I need the poise to be able to kill that one. I don't think I'll get the Bardic Inspiration I'm looking for there. Come on. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Finally got those in order. And still, only at 1 minute through everything. Extra unit already. I'd push the encounter one more time then before going to the shop to try and grab up some Vim. That's not going to be enough. Should be safe from that. Oh, damn it. Got my archer. Because he can teleport to anywhere that you moved a unit from. So as soon as I moved the rogue, I opened that up. But just not really time to like assess that. I feel like you just got to make decisions. You got to accept the fact that you're going to take losses because of that. So let me try and visit the shop, tweak my team a little bit, and then decide if I want to raise the ante from there. So being able to buy up a really powerful unit like that, huge, big swing overall for my team here. I'll just really work on jacking these guys up a little bit. Oh, can't afford. All right, and so I think it's worthwhile to do the lottery. The Bard gains +1 skill. Thanks, buddy. Okay, I kind of do want one of these trade offers. That's every cultist gains skill. Every air unit gains defense 3. Oh, attack buff for skill turns. But it's only +1. It's not that great. So that's not that worthwhile. I think what I would do here is trade one Hunter for a boost to the other Hunter. Okay, a little bit frightening there, and not a lot I can do about it. I'll let the Bard eat the damage on that one. Oh, not at all what I was prepared for you to do, man. All right, strange decision making. That's fine, because I dealt with the threat. So in these in-between, like, moments, I'm, like, trying to assess the board. It's like, I know that attack is going to succeed, so I don't really need to be, like, watching it. But it's really tough. It's tough to, like, split your focus the way that you need to. I don't really want or need that. I can commit further to air there. I think I'm in a place where I could take the next ante. That encounter went pretty well. I want to keep that timer relatively high. Let's just take some easy kills there. There's not a lot of threat on the board in terms of like damage. Donnie, was that your name? Doi. You've ended up being a wonderful addition to this team. You're contributing heavily. Ooh, a fire rogue is always good. So I'll pile that on. I could do the shop again right away. Let's do another encounter. So I hope it's like apparent the increased confidence I have in doing this portion of the game. Because like the arcade just wrecked me before. I felt so incapable, and like I was just constantly getting absolutely schooled. And I've learned a little better how to work it. So like the timer still isn't a major concern. Look at a metal merc. Attack. Now I'll do a shop run. Although, let me bump the ante, go to the shop, and then I know I'll have a harder battle on the other side of the shop. But now, bumping it to at least 3, if I win the arcade, I'll get to draw that extra card now. It's 3, 6, and 9 where you get those extra card draws. Having monks is pretty awesome. I think I will take the monk. That is tempting, because he just is better than Morin's. But 12 is pricey. I better go see this first. Every air, but I don't have a lot of places to spend that. And defense. Oh, your defense isn't great, man, and I kind of need to keep you alive. Okay, and the added skill, I'm into that. Here, the attack and defense can go to the monk. I would like the monk to stay alive. And I could invest further, but I'm not... Those aren't great, so I think I'm going to go back lottery. I could try and store that Vim up, but I'm just going to go for it. Gain an additional Vim per combat? Sure, why not? Every monk gains defense and skill, or every water unit gains defense and skill. These cultists are relatively equal. I think I will be sacrificing a cultist. It benefits 2 units if I do the water one, so let's do that. This is not a very strong rogue. So there's like a temptation to just sacrifice him for the sake of the monk. You know what? There's a temptation, and I'm going to chase it. I'm going to chase that feeling. Why not? Alright, the beetle is scary, but not overly. I should go into these with like a really ready sense of like who has my lowest defense and things, so I can just try and find them on the field and size up where my like greatest risk is. I'm gonna move that out of the way. I know that you'll take him out. Bomb. You Skellum, you went right where I can't quite get it. I have an attack forward monk, though, so I kind of forgot about that. I'm all set. Don't need to worry about it. Attack and defense. Let's give that to the hunter. Next encounter. I don't think I need to be pushing the ante up further yet. Let's just... Oh, geez. This is a weird layout. I don't entirely know what to do with it right away. I'm just going to run him out there. I feel like there's options of what he can achieve. Yeah, none of that is going to do anything too concerning. You are a worry, though, so let's just pull you in for the rogue to deal with. Having the monk and rogue next to each other there was really nice. This should go quite well. Yeah. Excellent. That's like exactly how I hoped that would work out. Oh, do you know what I should be doing here? Silly that I didn't. Oh, see, that's still the funny thing where the arcade is... It was a very recent update where it thinks that I've done the moves, the max moves for the move-based arcade, but I'm doing the timer. Winter the Cultist. Up the ante and to the shop. Just start getting in a little bit of a cycle of that to try and push things up as hard as I can, basically. Nice high value rogue. No, none of those are great. The every water unit one is by far the best one. Ooh, okay. Big all-around boost. Who has kind of the worst defense? Give that to the hunter. Deploy an extra unit each combat. See, you just gotta, like, commit early to the risk factor and, try and push the ante, like, immediately. I was always scared to do so because I was like, well, then the combat will get harder and I don't have a very good or big party yet at that point. But it's like, you almost kind of just have to, in order to push, like, where am I, how am I even trying to, what am I trying to say here? You have to push the ante early, because you just have to start earning that Vim, all that stuff has to kind of start coming together. And so, you might as well just push it immediately, and so I just ended my turn there to get the easy kill. Because if you're gonna lose early on, then you might as well just kind of, like, let that happen with the difficulty pushed up. I think I'm gonna try and push it up to 6, and I'll skip the shop for now. I have quite a lot of units and everything, so I don't think I need to go too crazy. Super high stats all around there, but luckily the rogue was lined up and could just counter that right away. I'm gonna go take this out before it becomes a more worrying unit. Take out the snail. I hope that Skellum doesn't waste his sweet time waiting to get over here. This hunter by himself can't really do anything about it until that lonely applies, but I can mark him for the extra Vim. Just stay where you're at. Why not? I would like to move. I like try and get the boost from the bard, but you know. He's gonna keep running. There. So still haven't even let that push very much. You completed 10 combat encounters in the arcade. So within one single arcade, I assume is what it's getting at there. I obviously wish I could see how that was applying. I don't need, like, most of these units. So I think what I'm going to do, up the ante, visit the shop. So now I have that ante 6, as long as I win. Ooh, really high defense cat. Really overall good stats merc, but I won't jump straight for that. Most of these are not especially applicable. The water one is the best one. So in that case... could just go for it. I want to imbue you, because I want to make sure I'm taking you into battle. Then the added... Sure, I got 2 woods, so let's boost both of them. 7 is a lot of Vim to spend, so maybe I don't spend all of it. But maybe I do. Let's do it. I kind of... Extra time. I don't really want extra time. I was kind of hoping he would give a trade room so I could clear up my party a little bit. Oh, well, that's just worrying, isn't it? Luckily, that can be brought up to 17 right away. That 19, though. Oh, crap. Oh, my God. Okay, he threw a bomb that pushed me back. Let's swap those so you guys can gang up on the lion together. And those were the biggest threats of this so far, I think. The summoning tentacles is concerning. Just because, like, they can stack up quickly. And they're not totally useless, like decently strong. So, now I'm in a weird place. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Where I almost want to run out the timer. Because I've pushed it up to the 6th difficulty, and this was immediately hard. There were immediately a lot of units here that were like really high level and really deadly. Okay. I maybe haven't done enough to protect the bard, considering that he's strutting in here. Let me move you guys. Your attack is not enough. All right. We're good. I'm gonna pull you in there to just get rid of that. And now, this is like not, I think, how it was really intended, but I'm gonna run out the timer so that the next thing I do is the boss battle at that 6 ante. Because the next threshold is 9, and I don't think I want to push it all the way up to 9. So I'm just gonna let that ride out. Okay, rode out the time, boss coming up. I'll get some Vim rewards here. That's craziness that you just did. I don't know if I have like a... Let's just swap them for fun. That's one way to get there. But you're not even my high attack cultist. There you go. You can make it back over there. Sick. A big score of Vim. I can upgrade a handful of units, give them some pretty solid boosts all around. Wood level 6. Hell yeah. Which I should confirm exactly what that is. Sure, you can have that. I would love to review my team right now. So, let's see. Having the 6 wood gain all based on your army's devotion to the most common element. All deployed units of that element gain +1 all. So, like, if I had 3 units devoted to the most common element, then it would be +3. But this is, I hardly have a most common element. I have such a crazy range of things right now. Alright, well, decent power archer. Ooh, big, powerful javelina. But probably I just want to go boost all this stuff. I only have the 1 fire unit, but let's do it. I only have the 1 air unit, but there we go. Boost those. I can do the highest level of fire there, and still have time for a little bit of lottery. So I don't think I'll get to bring all of that into the boss battle. And I might, with my fatigue there, I might have ended up with some kind of like weird choices. Wow, I don't like that. The cat's defense is hilarious. The monk. The monk is my solution here. Yeah, that high defense is too much. Scary. Pulling him in, getting rid of that. And now from there, like obviously there are other threats out here, but really, really high. I basically just, things went well. I was able to juice my team up to a point where not a lot of concerns here. Just the 1 shield orb to worry about too, so that shouldn't even be that bad. I'm gonna pull the cat over because he'll pull in the Krabby and just deal with it on his own. Oh yeah, and the diagonal, I forgot about that. Wasn't quite enough though. But let's just get rid of them now. Don't need to be letting them summon units over and over and over again. You're just gonna come hang out right in the middle of my team there? You weren't really invited. Next, let's bring the hunter up. And I guess I'll fight my way to the orb, I'll just run for it. These units are not that worrisome. This imp over here that's not participating is like the biggest concern, and even then it's not that bad. The tentacle is just helping me out. It's just bringing me within range to finish a unit off there. Shield broken. I mean, yeah, you can try and save yourself with that. Oh, I was going to teleport him with the with the monk just for the insult of lowering his defense down to like nothing. There we go. Okay. So, better than I normally do with the arcade, and like notably so in the sense that I pushed it up to 6 there. Even on the video that I wasn't able to upload, that I botched the recording on, even then I didn't push up to that. So I'm excited about that. Here's hoping, man, with being able to flip 5. Oh, sick. And I got that. Oh, yes. So I got enough. I got the Pescator. What is their deal? A friendly fisherman with a keen-eyed casting arm. They can pull and tangle enemies. As an action, target a square 2 or more tiles away from this unit. At the end of your turn, pull any unit at the target closer to you. As skill increases, you can target more distant squares. I mean, like, the cat can pull units in, but I guess you are creating... It's probably in the way that, like, an archer will just keep attacking the same spot. Like, maybe this guy will... That spot will remain on the board until he picks a new one. You know what? Let's just run straight to the lessons so we can see that in action. Because it's kind of a wacky, fun-seeming unit. And I wanna learn more. Oh my god, there's so many at this point. I think I had done a lesson or 2 off camera. The bard one and maybe the cat as well. Alright, so pulling units in. So if I choose that unit, he'll get pulled? Ah, well, you've ruined my ability to demonstrate. Thank you for that. Well, this room... his demo potential was a little bit botched. Let's go. Let's try again. Also not the easiest room to show anything in. At least I know if I stand here that I'm in the way of this imp. It cannot move to there. Okay, so it pulled it in. And that's it. It was just the one. It was just the one pull. It's... I guess the cat... the pulling potential doesn't scale with skill. That's got to be, like, kind of the benefit of this guy, is that will get stronger. And that imp is slightly further away. I was still able to do it there. As it gets pulled, you see that pop up over its head that's like the no movement thing, like that it's limited in its movement. You know, there's those snake enemies that can do that to you, that are a little bit of a pain to deal with. But I think it would be cool if this guy pulled a unit and they got like tangled or something, that like they can't move on their next turn. They're like tied up in the fishing line. Like that would maybe be like a tad more interesting. So he can cast that one off too. So, and it always is a one space pull. So it's not like you're pulling them in to a point where they're getting pulled across the entire map or anything. So there's like a little bit of a limit there. This room has been very, very conducive to this, and they don't seem to be able to gang up on any of my units properly, so I'm just going to keep doing it in this room. Oh wait, so the first room was a wash. The second room I got all 12 in. I guess I'll hit the shop. Maybe I can just raise the skill on one of my pescators for some fun shenanigans. Pull from as far away as possible. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to add to their defense or anything like that. Well, it is what it is. There you go. You got a nice high range pescator. I'm curious if it can pull the shield orb. I would assume it can. but being able to pull from that far is pretty satisfying. You can pull the shield orb. It didn't work. I think it stopped it. I don't think that was a real option. But now, come to me, Clokey. Pulling you from across the room. I don't think you can pull him either. I wish that the game would kind of just, like, stop you. Like, it would just come up with a thing being like, no, does not work, not allowed. Rather than letting you waste your turn like that. Not at all what I meant to do. Doesn't really matter. Try and close in on him here. I don't have anyone with 7 attack, so I can't just easily nuke him. But he was pretty easy to corner in the end anyways. So, there we go. Immediately upgraded Pescator. I feel like having that extra little bonus to the skill there makes him like slightly more valuable each time that comes up. Cool. The range and variety of units continues to grow. Plenty of options left still in the tournament mode. We now have D level core mag that we can go up against. I'm on E level hiss and defeat core mag or hiss at rank D before I can access Arabella. So that'll be coming up real soon. I'm excited to be able to show that off. That's where the game gets like real wacky. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon.